All right, Coach. First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set. 58. Hey, exit.
Bring me up. Here we go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Head up.
On play action, they'll throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Here we go.
Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Slam.
Hey, stand up.
They'll get this to Sharp on the jet sweep. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Set. 90, Wolf.
59. Here we go.
Topper.
Check 24. He's cracked.
What? Squeeze. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Rock it. Deep grip.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Colts 46.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check safety.
X3. 218. Chop.
Watch the shot. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Kill.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Set. 30 base.
Check 24.
Right back to him on 1st down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. That's complete to Sharp. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First down, Tennessee.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Check. Switch.
80 weapons. Hey, Echo. Now.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 99.
2nd and 3. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. An update from Buffalo. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready. 70 Indy. Check. Walk 54. Let's go, Heavy. Come on. West. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Walk. Joker. Kill. Ready.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Watch the ship. Spawn. Go. Out. Check. Alert flare.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch twitch.
Go, jackrabbit. Please grip.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Mike's 59. You ain't got nothing.
Hey, my 7.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Let's go. Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They go with Chubb on second down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Kiwi's trash. Let's go. He's coming down.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
First down, Tennessee.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
No. Coming this way. Here we go. Check. Lucky. You go tight.
13, spill. 5. Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch twist. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. He's checking.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Line 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Drop. Crunch.
Now Chubb running right, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
You got it.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go. 15 line.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is taken at the 23. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Delta.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, box truck.
They'll set up to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
You draw corker. Look at me. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready? 90, Wolf. 59. Go. Come. 80 weapons. Go full street. There. Go. Switch. Smoke.
Check. 59.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18.
Leo.
First down, Tennessee.
Five.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Colts send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Hard. Check 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Under 10. 10. Slam.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Bang. General West.
Hey, watch it. Check 24. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 3. Check safety. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Now for Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
He's not going to get me.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Bullet hot. Hey, do. Check 24. Check 24. Check down.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Point after try forthcoming. And it's 17-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 61. Matchbox right.
Check 99. Check 90. Check 100.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll run on first down. Hines. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A give running right is Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Today's final score, Titans 24, Colts 14.